Thank you very much, CJ. We've got some good news this afternoon as well. Sergeant Joe Wells was released from the ICU on Friday after his last surgery. Right now, he is alert and talkative with the family. Wells has been transported to an advanced care facility where his physical rehabilitation will be the main focus. And an update has been added to the COVID-19 vaccine. Now kids as young as 5 are able to get it. Officials say that getting the vaccine this season is highly recommended. You can schedule your vaccine on their website. Take a look at this. A study from the UK has discovered that bees like to play. A number of bees were placed in a contraption that had a playroom with wooden balls and a room of food. Turns out most bees stayed in the room to tumble with the balls. Welcome, guys. We are here at Highland Park Baptist Church, just off of Black Wilder and Ayers Street, and it is beautiful fall weather outside right now, and it is also election time, election day happening today, and if you haven't already, we would recommend everyone get out and vote. And let me tell you what, you missed it when we got out here this evening. There were cars on this immediate street behind me, lined to and from, coming both sides, trying to get in here. The crowds have dined down just a little bit, but as you can see, cars still parked all over the parking lot here, people coming in, people coming out, trying to cast their votes for this election. All right, here we are. Glad to see everybody. We are here at Highland Park Baptist Church, where the voting is under an hour left. So you got to make sure that anywhere you are in the state of Oklahoma, you got to get to those polls if you haven't already. Thank you very much, Eden. I think backbone is something that Oklahomans really value, the ability to stand up for yourself, especially in the realm of superintendent, where education has been something that's been hotly debated amongst on every side of the political line. That's right. The Attorney General, about a quarter percent of precincts reporting, but Gettner Drummond comes out with a commanding lead out front. So 125,000 votes. And we're going to be keeping a very close eye on the races at hand. Now, we're going to get into the current conditions around the state of Oklahoma, where we're going to be seeing something a little bit interesting. The further north and the further west you go, it's going to be a lot colder. That's because you got those cold fronts that are moving from the top to the bottom, and it's going to be coming from the west to the east. 59 up here in Guymon, 59 in Woodward, and Enid is feeling it most right now at 54 degrees, 56 up there at Ponca City. But as you can see right here, 61 and 68 for the middle of the state, and then you have this kind of protective heat ring around it. Altus, all the way to Idabel, and then all the way up to Miami. They haven't quite hit those temperatures just yet. They're going to be chilling there into the 70s. As you can see, 71 in Altus, 77 in Idabel, 73 in Miami. But the wind is the big story happening right now. Coming out of the south now at 6 miles per hour. Good to see a low number there. I know it's tough to get out there when it's a little windy, especially when it's cold, but the humidity is going to be down. Not a real chance of precipitation anytime in the near future, so it's going to feel pretty accurate to what the actual temperature is outside. At 54, it feels like 52. And the weather headlines that we're going to be looking at this upcoming week is going to be fall is nearly here. We're starting to see those cooler temperatures. We are just about done with the 90s, thank goodness. And we are going to start seeing some steadily higher winds because we are starting to get that Arctic wind that really changes the temperatures going into October and all the way even into November. And from the University of Central Oklahoma, and as the son of a U.S. Navy veteran myself, we would like to say thank you for your service. Disgusting. As you can see, the II lemur's long, skinny finger is apparently perfectly shaped for, well, let's call it deep digging for gold. But you know what? I don't think we should be too nosy about the situation. As always, thank you, CJ. Now, I have an important question for everybody. Why did the crab cross the road? Well, the answer is simple. To get to the other tide, of course. Every year in Australia, these crusty crustaceans make their way from islands, forests, plateaus, to the sea to mate and spawn. This year was perhaps the biggest one yet. As experts say, the red crab population has more than doubled in the last 2 years. The locals also take time to prepare for this event in order to protect the species, making them perhaps the least shellfish people ever.